Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another cook with me. Well, today I'm going to make a couple of easy appetizers that will be good for Super Bowl Sunday next week. So I thought I'd get them out a week ahead of time, so if you needed to get any of the products, you have time to do that. We'll be making two. One you cook a little while in the oven and the other one you do not. We'll be making shrimp phyllo cup cocktails and Ritz cracker party sandwiches. So I hope you like it. If you do, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell down below, and I will be back in just a minute and take you down to the counter and we'll get busy on the phyllo cup shrimp cocktails. Back in a second. Okay, the first snack are actually miniature shrimp cocktails, and you make them in these little phyllo shells. Okay, and you get these in the freezer section. Now I like to use them right in the tray they come in. It just makes it easier to handle. So I'll set that aside for a minute. And you're going to start with your shrimp. Now it called for a can of the little baby shrimp. I don't have a can of little baby shrimp, and with the price of groceries I didn't have to go buy one. I have some cooked shrimp in the refrigerator, so I'm just going to cut it up. I'm going to take off the tails. So use what you've got. You know, you don't have to go out to a lot of expense. And I like the little phyllo cups because they're like one biters. Now I probably have more than I need, but I'm going to just do up the rest of them because I defrosted them. See if I could get you a little bit better picture here. Go. Okay, now I'm just going to take a knife and chop these up. Now I probably have more than the 4 ounces here. We'll just use what we can use. The thing to remember with this particular recipe is things need to be pretty small because those little cups are pretty small. I'm putting in a little dish over here. It also calls for a couple of tablespoons of celery, diced very small. I think that would do it. This was 3 tablespoons according to the recipe. And then it has 3 tablespoons of chopped red onion. I've already cut some, so I'm just going to chop it. Let me get my picker upper here and make it easier. About a tablespoon of the lemon zest. And this is the zest section, I think. I don't know actually how to do that with this. May not be made for a left-handed person, but never fear, I have a zester here somewhere. Hold on. If you use it in the right direction, it works. And about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Which is probably the juice of 1 lemon. See if I've got everything there. Okay, now I'm going to mix it with celery, onion, lemon zest, lemon juice, and olive oil. It takes some olive oil. And I'm doing this without my glasses on, so it ought to be interesting. 2 tablespoons. Now, if this is too much for my little shells, I'll just put it on crackers. And it also calls for a little salt and pepper. Salt out. Okay, now the next thing it calls for is some cocktail sauce, and I'm just going to make my own. I'm using some ketchup, and a little horseradish. And I like to make my own. This is a new horseradish. Wait a minute, got to get it open. I like to make my own because you can make it as spicy or not spicy. Let me get this open. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got it open and I've got the ketchup in there. We'll add a little of the horseradish. See, you just do that to taste. And you really basically have your dip. All right, so what you're going to do is start by putting a little bit of that in each one of these. Well, that was pretty good measurement. Now we're going to take a little of our shrimp and we're going to fill these up. Now this, you could make the salad up in advance and then just put these together. I wouldn't make these too far in advance because you don't want to get your little phyllo cups soggy. But if you don't put the things together until later, the shrimp could be made up in advance. A little bit too much, but not too bad. And you're going to garnish it with a celery leaf, just for prettiness. Now that doesn't take too long to make. And there you go. Isn't that nice looking, huh? Serve them right in the tray or put them on a nice little fancy dish. So that's our appetizer number 1. I'll be back in just a minute with appetizer number 2. Okay, here we are. This one is called Ritz Cracker Party Sandwiches. Let's get these so you can see. Now I'm only making just a little bit of this recipe. I think the recipe actually makes like 48. So a lot of the ingredients I'll kind of be eyeballing it. But I will put the regular recipe down in the description box. So I'm starting with Ritz crackers. And I have some deli ham here. It says to use thinly sliced deli ham. And it says to tear it in strips. And then just kind of fold over a strip on each piece. Well, the son of a gun. Let's do it this way. There you go. Now I'm using ham and Swiss cheese. You can use other meat combinations, roast beef, cheddar cheese, turkey, chicken, and American cheese. And or all kinds of combinations, whatever meat and cheese combination you like. All right. And then it says to cut your Swiss cheese into 1-inch squares, or your cheese of choice, and top these. Oop. It's almost like making those sandwiches you make with the rolls, only we're using Ritz crackers. Well, that was a good count on the cheese. And I'm going to top it with another Ritz cracker. Now I'm using Ritz crackers. You can use any kind of a buttery cracker. This isn't sponsored by anybody, it's just that I prefer the Ritz crackers. There you go. Now, I have about 3 tablespoons of melted butter here. The recipe calls for 5, but I'm not making the whole recipe. So I'm going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And a little bit of mustard. And I'm using regular yellow mustard. Again, the recipe called for Dijon, but I don't have any Dijon at the moment. And some onion flakes. And a little bit of pepper. You can also decorate these with poppy seeds if you like. And I'm just going to put some on each one of these crackers. I'm going to put these in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. I just want the cheese to melt and the crackers to get toasty. So I'll be back when I take them out. Here you go. Aren't they nice looking, huh? We have your phyllo shrimp cocktails and your Ritz cracker party sandwiches. Let me see if I can get a little taste test. The party sandwiches are probably very hot. They just came out of the oven. But we'll see what we can do. I'm going to start with a little shrimp cocktail. Isn't this cute? Mmm. Mmm. Very good. But I wouldn't want to make these too far in advance. Now, if you want your little phyllo cups to be crispier, once they're defrosted, you can put them in a 350-degree oven for, let me see if it tells you here, 375 for 5 minutes. But that's delicious. Now, let's see if I can get one of these sandwiches. Ooh, these feel hot. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that is good. Mmm. Well, folks, these are both a hit. And the Ritz cracker ones are delicious with the butter. Everything's better with butter. Excuse me. Talking with my mouth open. And actually, we're going to have these for lunch. So, I'm going to say goodbye till I'll be seeing you again on, I think, Tuesday. And we'll be doing another craft. Not sure what it'll be yet. It might be a wreath, and I'm not sure. I want to get a wreath done for Mardi Gras. So until then, I hope you enjoy this. I think you will. I think they're delicious. So give them a try. And I'll see you again Tuesday. Stay safe. Play by the rules. Have a great day or evening. And everybody play nice now. Love ya. Bye-bye.